everybody, it's Diane from Tattered Edges Design back again, and I'm starting a dumb little project just for myself. This is my glue book that I showed in the glue book video, of course. And so I'm going to do something with the cover, since I'm not real wild about this green. Even if I was, it's plain anyway. It's like a heavy chipboard. I think that green, you could probably peel it off if I really wanted to. But anyway, my big great idea to start with was I just thought of putting letters all over it. And so I cut out, I don't know if you can you see, all these letters. And I started, and I'm laying them down, and this is great. And then I'm going, I don't like it that much. I mean, I like it, it's cool, but it's just kind of not me. And to have them all over, I just decided I didn't like it. So I have all these letters cut out. Now I don't know what I'm going to do with those. Yeah, every project from now, out is going to have a letter on it. But anyway, and then I thought, well, okay, let's just do, more like collage-y stuff that I like. So I did pull a couple images here that I was going to start with. And I had initially gessoed this because I think I'm, going to do some sort of just an edge, because I'm not going to cut and glue in there. Forget that. But as I'm doing this and looking through magazines, and I'm like, this green is giving me a headache. This is my lecture on busy backgrounds, and I don't like starting with stuff like this. So I think I'm going to gesso the whole thing to start, just to get, a coat on there. Let me grab a brush. And like I said, I can't really work with this green staring me in the face. So I'm doing that, and then of course I'm going to have to let it dry. I can still look through magazines, but let it dry. So that's where we are today. That's the big project. So I will continue with this, and we'll come back when the green isn't screaming at me. Okay, I'm back, and as you can see, with the combination of thinner gesso and screaming green, it's still kind of, but it's much better. I think I can work with this now. Anyway, while I was off, I picked some stuff out of magazines, and be glad I turned the camera off. Man, I could not find, and I have no idea what I'm doing here. I should probably open this up so it's not moving around. I went through the whole oh, good, she painted it shut. I've got a big stack of magazines here, like 12 inches high, so I don't know how many magazines is that. I went through almost every one. I don't know. Nothing's floating my boat today. It's just me, it's the weather, it's the magazines. I don't know. And like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, this just in case anyone's interested. That's actually a dollhouse clock from 1970 something. Yeah, the magazines were all over the place too. There was one from this year, there's some from the 70s, there were some from the 80s. This is a copy. I pulled out, yeah, I've got my little stash of stuff that, for whatever reason I didn't use it, so I'm like, well, what's in that? Oh, Buster. It's Buster Keaton. Can't go wrong with him. Although, I think I'm going to Mod Podge this down. Is that going to smear? I don't know. That's the way Dave's going. I don't know. And I spent all this time, because you guys want to hear all my problems. I mentioned in some former video, I was kind of thinking of painting an accent wall, repainting in my living room, a new color, just because I'm kind of tired of the old color. So I've been thinking about it for a couple months. I finally got some paint chips. I think I kind of decided on a color. It's kind of a deep tan, brownish color. And another member of my household vetoed it, doesn't like it. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. And I don't think I like this on here. And I know that's not enough stuff either. So I don't know if I want to put text or something like that behind it or paint. I was kind of thinking of paint, funking it up a little. This was a plate. So anyway, I thought you would just really like to watch me fuss around with this. And then I'll probably pause again and yeah, I know he's not Valentino. Is that stupid? But it's my glue book, and if I want it to be stupid, that's my prerogative. I don't know. I'm just off today or something. I don't know. I feel fine. I'm not tired. I'm just sort of decollaging. Planets aren't in alignment today. I don't know. Yeah, probably started. I threw myself off with all these letters, probably. It threw me off. What am I going to do with all those? Put them in an envelope, and someday I'll go. No. I need a bunch of letters. Well, as long as my dogs are growling, I think at the neighbors. And this is okay. I think I'll pause and glue. You don't have to watch that. And then we'll pick it up. Okay, we're glued down. I found a Keaton. I've got a little envelope of things related to Buster Keaton because I make so many collages concerning him. So if I see something Buster related, I stick it in there. So yeah, I had Keaton, so. And then I added this little picture of this tree down here. I thought it needed something down there. So this is all glued down and all. I think though, I want to paint because obviously this looks very dumb, so I have to do something with it anyway. But I think we're just going to paint. And I'm going to, people might think, Diane, you worry about something dumb like this. Can you see this little yellow? I think it's a window, whatever it is. To me, that's distracting. Right there by Buster's hat. So I'm just going to knock that out. I'll try to match it, but just a little blob of brown ought to be good enough. Let's see. Yeah, it's not dark enough. Let's see if we get more product on the brush. Might help. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. Okay. That's out of the way. I think this, which I guess I have to close it for that. I said I was going to make like a strip of a color, kind of like the edge of a bound book. I think I'm just going to make that brown because we got this brick area and stuff. So I've got, what is this? Rust red. I thought that might kind of match that. If I don't really like it so reddy, I can put some brown on it. But let's see that. And I did draw a pencil line there, so I kind of knew where I wanted it. And I might, after all said and done, maybe run a line of ribbon or trim or something between the two. Just really, well, one, it would probably edge it nicer than I will do with a paintbrush. But it would give it a nice finished look, I think. Where are we on the, who knows where we are? Yeah, I should probably invest in just a little tip. A new brush. Can you see it's getting kind of fuzzy? That's time to retire the brush. It's kind of hard if you can't go in person to buy a brush. Like this one, I don't know, it does say 8 on it. I don't know. I don't know what it is. And you would think at my advanced age I could tell you what size brushes I use. I don't know. Well, what do we think of this color, people? And yes, it was a lot easier to lay this stuff down and figure out what I wanted without that green, background. Yeah, the color's okay. I don't know if it's too red though. And if there's some lot easier way to do this than what I'm doing, just don't tell me. Just keep it to yourself. And I probably should have laid something down inside, right? Am I getting paint in there? No, I'm not. Okay. You can paint on me. That's alright. I'll wash up. And yeah, I'm going to wipe off these wire things. Spiral thing. I will say that green cover, since it was so plain, I guess they intended you to do something about it, not just leave it as is. But what are you supposed to do with it when it was so screaming green? I don't know. Alright, that's going to need another coat, but maybe when I do the second coat, I'll go brown. We'll think about that. Alright, so what I want to do though with what's exposed, I was kind of thinking this color here, it's like a beigey peachy, it's almost, what is this? Oh, they call this flesh. I don't think I'd call that flesh. And I'm not trying to be real perfect. I don't care if it looks painty and kind of messy. I mean, I don't want it to look bad, but a little over stuff would be okay. Well, it's okay. It's a lot better than the super pale green that's there. And one nice thing about magazine paper, if you do get paint where you don't want it, if you catch it soon enough, you can wipe it right off. Now Buster is another story because that's a print, a computer printer print. It's better. I don't know that it's perfect. I mean, we want a little blotchy business with like brown. Let's try that. Well, if you get paint on your brush, that's helpful. There we go. Yeah, it's not so light. I think that looks better. Alright, my camera phone did it to me again. I looked up to see if I was in frame and the screen was all dark. I couldn't tell what it was doing. Like, okay, what's it doing? Is this matte? I guess. So I stopped it and it just had the low battery message, even though it was actually filming. But when you can't see it, it looks like it's not filming, right? So anyway, I don't know how much you missed, but I was adding a little brown to that peachy color, which I think looks better. I think that's kind of fine. Except for that paint I just wiped off there. Just, all right. I'm kind of happy with that. I have to go over this again. So I'm going to go over that again. I'll do it off camera. And then what I was going to do was Mod Podge the whole thing because this is a cover and I feel it's going to get beat up over time. So I'm going to Mod Podge it and then spray it with a a spray can type sealer outside with a mask and leave it outside all day. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but leave it out there for a while. And then I thought, 'cause I don't think this video is that long, I do have some stuff to put in my glue book I have found recently. So I thought maybe we'd have a glue play because I don't think this video is too long. So we'll see. At any rate, I will come back when, after I let my dog out and this cover is completed. Okay, a slight change in plan. I did Mod Podge. So that's done. And actually, it's kind of wrinkly. I don't know why it did that so much. I mean, it's okay. It's fine. But if the light really hits it, you can tell it's kind of wrinkled. But that's the way it goes. I didn't spray it because it's kind of early evening here. And I really do want to spray it and leave it outside for quite a while. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. So I thought we would glue. Because like I said, this video isn't really that long. So I've got stuff here. You know, you're in another world. Would that be kind of cool on the first page? Maybe we'll wait with that because it's such a curved thing. You know, sometimes, yeah, I will. So like, I kind of, like do as I go. So I'm not want to really. I'm gonna not put that in yet. We'll wait with that. All right, I found a couple strawberry things, so let's find the strawberry page. Yeah, I should have a table of contents or something, shouldn't I, here? And my battery is a tad low, so I don't know what's going to happen with this, as per usual. This was a seed catalog thing. Okay. And then I just found one random strawberry in I think it was a coupon thing, it comes in like the newspaper or something or other. And I got a big glue blob on this toothpick. I think I need a new one. Alright, where do we want it again? It's over here. All right, how about there? All right, you're good to go, and I don't think you're too gluey, so I can turn the page. And then I found a couple new font things. So where's the fonts page? Here. Well, that doesn't fit down there. All right, right there. Oh, I was thinking a new toothpick. I forgot. Because that was, 5 seconds ago. And yes, my dog did go out, and she's snoring now, if you can hear that. She doesn't snore too much. But she's snoring now. Okay, and this one, where do we want you? It's too wide, too wide. Yeah, we're into Diane's getting herself into trouble. Well, I guess you're just gonna go there. Alright. This was a 77, I think, magazine. Okay, is it just I'm not well read anymore or something? I don't think magazines have the cool fonts they used to. It's just we're not in a cool font era. Alright, are you too gluey? No. Alright, cookies. That was way in the beginning, isn't it? Yeah, actually, if you didn't watch my glue book, is that the other one? Is that my old one? I don't even know. If you didn't watch that, oh, here it is, that glue book video, and you're curious, go watch it. Alright, I kind of figured this one was not going to fit. I'm going to start a new cookie page, I think. Well, do we want to start a new page with and include that in the new page? Maybe. Alright, here's a question. You guys tell, this is Keebler, and they're called Coconut Dreams. I've never bought those. Are they? Tell me. And nobody's going to know what I'm talking about, and everyone's going to think, Diana, shut up. Are they, like Girl Scout cookies that are, I don't think they make anymore, that are like, they look just like it. They're like coconutty, caramely, with a drizzle of chocolate across, and I really used to like them. But they look just like it. I should try that. Because, yeah, I need more cookies in my life. And I also have to start dinner pretty soon. Although what I'm making like sloppy Joe stuff, so it's going to have to simmer for about a half hour. I could get it going and then come back to this if I wanted. Maybe I should charge my battery while I'm preparing that, huh? Alright, we started a new cookie page. And I don't think that's very gluey either. Alright, I've got a cat here. This was off of a calendar. And there's a page in here somewhere that I said I really didn't intend it to, but it kind of turned into a have cats on one side. Here we are. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll cut around him because the red doesn't really match so much anyway. Or her, whatever this cat is. I'm sorry if you're a her. Alright, let's see. Is that shadow or cat? I think it's both. Maybe we should just... Well, that's not too bad. Oh, I like that. Okay. I was thinking like cutting it and butting it up against something, but that's good there. Alright. You're good to go. And you're a tad gluey. Let me grab a thing to cover you up so you don't stick. Alright, there. I also have dogs, and I started a new dog page somewhere. No, that's the new cookie page. La, 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 there. This was off the same calendar as the cat. Oh, just I kind of had my hand over this one. I'm like, it's the same dog. No, it's not. That's a lab and that's a retriever. What about that? Well, I like this guy down here. We'll do that while we're thinking of those other two. And this was another, newspaper coupon thing. You can tell by the weight of the paper. Actually, I don't get as many magazines as I used to. Well, especially with the thrift store closed by me, I used to pick up, older issues there. But I had a couple subscriptions that I haven't kept track. Apparently they ran out. I don't get them anymore. I don't know. Maybe we'll just do that. I think this edge is not square. Better. Alright, you tell me, what kind of dogs are those? They look like Bernese Mountain Dogs, but they don't have any brown on them. I don't know. They're cute, whatever they are. Barkies. Yeah, so the dog that was snoring, now she's growling because she heard the other dog bark. Alright, there was a delivery man outside. Oh no. So anyway, he left. So I glued this guy down and put him next to here. Okay. So what else do we have for us today? I've got this. I just thought this was cool. I don't know where I got it. And actually, I've been there. Indiana Dunes. Oh, actually, that goes. Let me quick look, see if there's anything better. Oh, that goes good. Alright, we'll put it on this page. Can you see? Alright, that's going to go there. And then I think I better pause to start dinner. And then I might come back, like I said, once we're simmering, and finish this off. I've got a few more things to put in. Alright. Alright, group. I'm gonna go start dinner. Okay, I'm back. I think this is the page we left off on, and it's after dinner. When my meal was simmering, I came out here and it wouldn't record. It just wouldn't work. And I didn't know why, and my husband was out in the yard and I didn't want to bother him with my petty problems. So we're doing it now. And if you want the Associated Press release on it, which is from the Parent Trap, the clamp on the arm thing that the camera's on was touching the volume button, so I couldn't record. Anyway, I have this image, and I thought, would that go on this page too? Yeah, why not? Oh, my glue is closed because, this was an hour and 15 minutes ago. Oh, my dog's barking outside. There's number 2 barking. If anybody cares, the Sloppy Joe stuff turned out good. As a general rule, I'm a picky eater and I don't like that stuff, but I've got a family recipe that's a little different. So I like it. Okay. And I've got Halloween stuff here that I started a page there. Now this one is very big. And like I said, if I, saved all this stuff and just glued it in, accordingly or whatever, I would put this over here because the moon is kind of looking that way, but I didn't. And this is awfully big. I have to I don't know, maybe put some glue in the middle too. Good, we can watch her glue all the way around. And we have evening locusts or cicadas again. But yeah, it was kind of warm today. So there's your weather report too. All right, last side. So I'm going to slop some in the middle a little bit because this is so big. I don't entirely trust a glue stick to not come up at some point. Okay, come on, Mr. Glue Stick, let's do your thing. You find that too when you glue something that's large. By the time you get towards the end, I can't see what I already glued. It fades away. Okay. And I don't know what you're doing here. You're from the last project over there. All right. So are you. Get over there. All right, now I've got some smaller components here. Let's see, what do we want? No. No, it's kind of fun there. And I don't know, this owl, it's awfully small, can you tell? It looks like an old, those cardboard, lightweight cardboard cutout things. It was on a wall in a magazine, so I don't really know exactly what it was, but do we want it on the branch? Or do we want it just by himself somewhere? Oh, actually, I kind of like that. Okay, he can be over there. I'm going to glue this. And then I still have a couple things there. Which they're one of those things, they might go on pages that are already too full, so I'm kind of stuck. Not sure where they're going to go. Yeah, actually, if you have a glue book, I'd like to hear your system too. Do you like save? Like you just save a bunch of Halloween stuff and then arrange it? Or do you do what I'm doing and get yourself into trouble? I occasionally save some stuff. I mean, I don't, cut something out of a magazine and then run to my glue book and glue it in. I have an envelope, I throw stuff in, and when I'm thinking, yeah, there's stuff, a few things in there, then I glue it in. Or when I have time. Yeah, somehow gluing in glue books is not usually, part of your normal, not everybody goes, well, I need time for glue books. Let's see, shower, pay the bills, oh, glue books. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this time of year I'll find more Halloween stuff and, coupon ads and stuff. I don't know. All right, so we got this 1977 dollhouse thing and then this contemporary row of houses thing left. And I don't really know where to put either of them. Oh, well, okay. Here's a page. It kind of matches. Actually, that matches nice too, but I don't think I'm going to cut off that much of the cat. He's too cute. Another circle. I better do something with those dumb circles. They're going to keep floating around my counter. Oh, I kind of like that better. Alright, I'll put that in. And then look for a place for the row of houses. And I think I will tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to spray the cover, I mean the front cover, and probably put on a strip of ribbon or trim, and then I'll show that to kind of finish this off. There. See, the glue stick I have sitting aside for when this one runs out, that one fell over. That was the noise you heard. Yeah, I like that. All right, kind of nice. All right, one. Odds, get out of here. Okay, one last thing, and if we can't finally find a place, I can just go in the envelope. Oh, that's not terrible. I don't know if I'm thrilled. Okay, do you do that too? Do you just kind of fill stuff up, or if you're not thrilled, you start a new page? Oh, as long as we're here. In the glue book video, I had yet to do any borders or anything in this. I did do a border and some flowers and some rubber stamp paw prints. So I did decorate this one. We're back at the beginning. Actually, if I wanted to cut these apart, they'd fit on here. Do I want to do that? That's a good question, Diane. Well, maybe I will. And sorry to anybody going, well, no, don't cut it apart. I'll put maybe like that there. And maybe leave these two together because of the tree. And then this one, I think we're going to cut off your palm tree accents there. They're kind of throwing you off center. Well, I guess I better angle the roof on this one so we're consistent. Okay, where do you want to go? All right, I like that. No, what about over here? Oh, that, yeah, okay. Kind of, okay, we'll do that. And then I think I have to go about my evening. Or do we want this here? And this up here because it's smaller. Yeah, like that. And they say usually your first choice is your best choice. Or something like that. Usually correct. Does that apply to collage though? I don't know. Or gluing. I guess I'm not really collaging. Well, I suppose collaging, technically, isn't the definition just gluing, you know, cutting paper and gluing it? So I guess I'm collaging. Alright, people, I'm pretty pleased with that cover. And you realize, of course, I'll show you in a sec. Alright. Well, that's good. I got stuff glued in and I got the cover done. But I was going to say, you realize we have this, and then this, and then this too. So I don't know what I'm going to do with any of those. But there's the front again, in case you forgot. And like I said, I'm going to, it's nice and smooth from the Mod Podge. I'm going to spray it tomorrow morning and then let it sit out for quite a while. And then I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like when it's all done. Alright, so I'll be back tomorrow. Have a nice night. Okay, I'm back and it is the next day. And there really, when it comes down to it, isn't a whole lot to show, but I just wanted to show the finished product. I did seal it, which of course you can't really tell that, but it's sealed so the Mod Podge won't get sticky. And then I did run narrow trim here between the two, which I thought did give it a nice finished look there. So there we go. I like it. I like it a lot better in the green. All right, boys and girls, thanks for joining me, and have a nice day out there.